Hello there, my name's Anya, and as you probably already figured out, we're gonna talk about the funnel strategy that Oreo uses, or that we can see in their social media. I decided to focus on their Instagram account, so that's why you're seeing right now that it looks like an Instagram. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the brand. So as we all know, Oreo is a worldwide cookie company. It is known in more than 100 countries. It was first launched in 1912 as a branch company, and it still is a branch company for Mondelez International. And it actually, there's a street in New York City that carries a name, and it's called Oreo Way, in case you want to go visit it. And actually, Oreo has broken 2 Guinness World Records. The first one is the most sold cookie in the world, and the second one was a couple years ago, and it's about the most cookies eaten in the world at the same exact time. So they know how to handle their audiences. Now into the social media. So as we can see, they have around 3.4 million followers. They only follow a couple accounts, which are other Oreo accounts like Oreo Mexico or Oreo Colombia and stuff like that, because they focus on the country they're in to decide which type of content. This is their main page, which is also the US Oreo, if you will. So let's talk a little bit about the brand's posts. So this video is gathers both posts, pictures, and reels that they have on their page. This is screen recording that I did. So on average, each post has around 10k to 15k likes, with a couple exceptions, and it has around 100 to 200 on average comments each, which is a pretty good amount considering they rarely connect with their audience. So what Oreo does, it creates conversation among the users that are visiting their content, but they don't answer. They don't ever interact directly as Oreo, or they don't even like comments. It's pretty rare to see a like. Even in this type of videos, their reels, for example, goes from 200k to 300k views per video, but the actual image, which are the likes and comments, it's the same. It's around 10k to 15k likes and 100 to sometimes 300 comments each. Now into the funnel. These are the 6 stages, but we're gonna go in order. So we're gonna start at the top, awareness. The video of the note right here, if you want to see it, it's their most recent ad. It's as a support to the LGBTQA plus community. You can just scan the QR and you can see it's like 3 minutes. Anyway, so there are a couple ways that Oreo creates awareness. So as we know, they have a tendency to appeal to the feelings, and they are always on track on their social causes. Like I said, the one of the note, that video first was uploaded when they opened their campaign to support the LGBTQ community, and it's about the stigma of coming out and accepting yourself. And in fact, in that video, they rarely acknowledge Oreo, only like at the end. So if people are watching this video, they're gonna say, okay, so they actually care. Like as a brand, they're not just using it for clout or because it's the topic to talk about in the moment. Like they actually care. And the same happens with this one. So Oreo wants to be relatable. Oreo wants to show the audience that they are being heard, that they work for them, they exist thanks to them. And this is one perfect example. The Brookie O, so as you can see, it says it's back because it was discontinued a couple years ago, but people really like the item, so they kept pressing Oreo to bring it back. And so a couple days ago, actually, I think it was 3 to 4 days ago, they posted this saying, okay, you can stop tagging me, it's gonna be back. And people went wild. Now into the interest and consideration. So how does Oreo make people say, okay, I'm gonna buy your products? Because in the awareness, they're gonna be like, okay, I like it, let me see more, I like your brand, I like your branding, but how do I know if I'm gonna like your product? So this is it. So what Oreo usually posts are new product new products, ads, and recipes. So this one right here is a recipe, a video they posted to their Instagram, and it's a recipe about a Oreo milkshake. And as you can see, people are saying, where can I get this? I want one. So by posting the possible things they can do with their products, people are going to want to buy their products to see if they can recreate it. The same happens with this one. This is a new product they have on their webpage in which you can personalize everything on your cookies and the box and everything. And it's a really cool experience because you get to choose how you want your Oreos. And it's the same. People are commenting like, I want this. And the same thing happened with the OREO. This is an ad for the It's Back OREO. And as you can see, people are saying, I'm going to mark my calendar. So Oreo creates this interest in, this is going to be new. This is going to be something you haven't tasted before. You need to buy this. And it actually helps even though they don't have a direct interaction. Now for the evaluation and intent. So this is a screen recording of their webpage that I provided. So as you can see, they have like a lot of products. Not only they have cookies, they have cakes, but they also have actual merch. So they have clothes, they have, I think, water personalized bottles, and then they have this thing that I told you, which is where you personalize your own cookie Oreos, which is pretty good. So users, they see this when they enter their webpage, and they're like, okay, so there's a lot. Let me just, even if that wasn't the initial intent, they're gonna be, okay, let me just browse. Maybe there's something I like. Maybe I even added to the cart. So having this web page up with all the things that it has provides an opportunity for the user to say, okay, maybe I will buy it. I like a couple things. I'm gonna consider it. So that's how they do it. And then we have, okay, so the conversion, which is the moment a user becomes a official customer for Oreo, is the moment they buy it. I like this little phrase that I use is, you get the cookies, they get the money. So the moment you pay for those cookies, whether it's on a Target or your local supermarket or even on their website, the moment you complete that transaction is the moment you are the official customer for Oreo. Then let's go to loyalty. So this one is actually pretty easy to confuse with the next one, so we're gonna talk a little bit more. So this part, this phase, if you will, it's when people that have already bought your stuff are interacting with your content without you having to ask them. So in this case, these two posts are from Instagram. Oreo was tagged in. They are not paid influencers. They just decided to post and say, hey, I want you to wish you a happy birthday. So the main difference between this one and the one we're gonna see next is that they are not promoting the products. They are just trying to interact with the brand as Oreo. So it's just having an interaction with the brand without having to promote it, which is what it does in the advocacy part. So the advocacy, as we're gonna see in this video in a second, is talking about the products of the brand without having any compensation. So as you can see in all these TikTok videos, it's just people sharing their recipes, the things they do with the Oreos without really getting anything in return. Here are some Instagram posts that I gather. It's the same thing. It's just a normal person who went to Target or to their supermarket and was like, okay, so I love this item. You guys who are watching their post should try it too. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna go over what we saw. So we saw that Oreo has good branding, good moment, and has loyal customers. So being a 110 years old company, it was obviously going to produce a good amount of loyal customers, so that's good. They have a good branding. They know how to handle their image. They rarely get into any trouble with the media or with the people because they actually care as a brand. And they also lack a lot of audience interaction, not because the audience isn't interacting with them, but because they are not interacting with the audience. And so yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.